Antiepileptic drug and treatment of epilepsy. Before going into the detail of antiepileptic drug, first we will try to understand what is the difference between seizure, epilepsy and convulsion. Seizure Seizure is because of high frequency neuronal discharge in certain part of brain. So it is a single episode because of higher neuronal discharge in brain. Neurons in brain fires very repetitively. This is seizure. And this episode occurs 2 times or more than 2 times. It is called as epilepsy. And because of seizure, skeletal muscle contract very rapidly. This is called as convulsion. So convulsion, you can see it is a clinical manifestation of seizure. It is a symptom, while the seizure is the high frequency neuronal discharge in brain. What is the cause of seizure? It may be idiopathic, in which cause is not known, it is unknown. It may be because of genetic reason. Seizure may be because of electrolyte imbalance like hyponatremia. It may be because of hypoglycemia. So seizure may be caused by various reasons. The seizure can be classified into broadly in two groups: generalized seizure and partial seizure. Partial seizure are now called as focal seizure nowadays. In generalized seizure, a big area of brain is involved. A large area of brain is involved. While in partial seizure or focal seizure, a small part of brain is involved, in which the higher neuronal activity is seen, higher neuronal discharge is seen, and based upon which part of brain is involved, manifestation of seizure occurs in that patient. Okay. Generalized seizure, most common variety is generalized tonic-clonic seizure. When we take a picture of seizure or epilepsy in our mind, this is the case of generalized tonic-clonic seizure. The video I have shared in WhatsApp group already. Absence seizure is seen in pediatric age group. It can be seen many times in a day. Generalized seizure may be of myoclonic and atonic seizure type. And partial seizure is of basically of two types: simple partial seizure, in which awareness is intact, patient is not unconscious, he is conscious, he or she is conscious. While in complex partial seizure, mainly temporal lobe of brain is involved, and it is also called a psychomotor partial seizure, in which patient awareness is not intact, it is impaired. There is maybe a variety in between generalized and partial seizure, in which simple partial seizure or complex partial seizure secondarily later on becomes converted into generalized variety. These all variety clinical manifestation video I have been shared already in WhatsApp group. Hope you have seen it. Now coming over the classification of anti-epileptic drug or anti-convulsant drug. In your textbook K.D. Tripathi, anti-epileptic drug have been classified on the basis of chemical structure. In the first go, you can skip the chemical classification, but you have to focus more on the classification of anti-epileptic drug based upon the mechanism of action. What is seizure? Seizure is high neuronal activity in brain. And what is the reason? What is the basic reason of this high neuronal activity? More sodium is going inside the brain, and it is causing activation of neuronal, it is causing high active, and this is causing high neuronal discharge in brain. So anyhow, if you want to, so to control seizure, you have to decrease the neurons activity in brain anyhow. So by prolongation of sodium channel inactivation, you can inhibit seizure, because sodium channel activation cause neuronal discharge. If you prolong the inactivation of sodium channel, seizure will be inhibited. Okay. GABA molecule is inhibitory neurotransmitter. If you increase the action, if you increase the activity of GABA molecule, seizure will be inhibited, because GABA is the inhibitory neurotransmitter. So facilitation of GABA mediated chloride channel opening is the another mechanism of anti-epileptic drug. Calcium is important for the neuronal activity. So if you inhibit the calcium entry inside the neuron, you can get the anti-seizure activity. So third mechanism of anti-epileptic drug is inhibition of T-type calcium current. Glutamate is the neurotransmitter which is excitatory in nature. Glutamate is excitatory neurotransmitter. If you can inhibit the activity of glutamate anyhow, you can get anti-epileptic activity. So inhibition of excitatory glutamatergic synapse is also the mechanism of action of anti-epileptic drug. So they are mainly four mechanism of action of anti-epileptic drug. First one is prolongation of sodium channel inactivation. Second is facilitation of GABA mediated chloride channel. Third one is inhibition of T-type calcium current. And fourth one, I have taken this glutamatergic inhibition as the last one, because this is the recently discovered mechanism of action of anti-epileptic drug. Fourth one is inhibition of glutamatergic synapse. Okay, so these are the mainly four mechanism of action of anti-epileptic drug. First one, prolongation of sodium channel inactivation. This mechanism of action is shown by many anti-epileptic drug, many anticonvulsant drug, mainly is phenytoin. Phenytoin is the main drug. Phenytoin is a very important drug in anti-epileptic category, which acts through this mechanism, prolongation of sodium channel inactivation. Carbamazepine is also shows this action. Valproate, the third drug. So these are the three important drugs which acts through this mechanism, prolongation of sodium channel inactivation: phenytoin, carbamazepine, and valproate. Okay, these are old anti-epileptic drug. Old anti-epileptic drug. These are the main three old anti-epileptic drug: phenytoin, carbamazepine, and valproate. They all prolong sodium channel inactivation and show their action. But phenytoin additionally have one more mechanism of action, that is by inhibition of glutamatergic synapse. Okay. While valproate, valproate has all the four mechanism of action. Valproate acts through all the four mechanism of action of anti-epileptic drug. So prolongation of sodium channel inactivation are shown by phenytoin, carbamazepine, and valproate. Other drugs: lamotrigine, lacosamide, topiramate, and zonisamide. These are the newer anti-epileptic drugs. They were discovered later on, and they are classified as newer anti-epileptic drug. They also act through this mechanism of action, prolongation of sodium channel inactivation. And these drugs also show other mechanism of action as well. For example, lamotrizine. Lamotrizine also act upon glutamate receptor. So, mechanism of action of phenytoin and lamotrizine is same. Prolongation of sodium channel inactivation and inhibition of glutamatergic synapse. Topiramate. Topiramate doesn't have other mechanism of action. It only prolong the sodium channel inactivation. Which drug act upon the GABA mediated chloride channel opening? These are mainly barbiturate and benzodiazepine. Barbiturate and benzodiazepine will be discussed in the topic of sedative hypnotic in detail. But at this level, you keep remember barbiturate group of drug and benzodiazepine. In barbiturate, one drug is phenobarbital. This is used as an anti-epileptic drug which act upon this mechanism of action, GABA mediated chloride channel opening facilitation. In benzodiazepine group, diazepam, midazolam, lorazepam, these are the drugs which act through this mechanism of action. Apart from these two groups, keep remember three more drugs which act through GABA mediated chloride channel opening. These are VGT, vigabatrin, gabapentin, and tegayabine. Okay, in the neuron diagram that is above the GABA chloride channel, in this diagram you can see VGT. How the vigabatrin shows its action? Vigabatrin means trin. Last alphabets in this is trin. Trins mean they inhibit GABA transaminase enzyme. Trin means they act upon transaminase enzyme. And what is the role of GABA transaminase? GABA transaminase metabolize GABA into its metabolite. So when this molecule is inhibited, GABA will remain in synapse for prolonged time. So actually they increase the activity of GABA. So they inhibit seizure. This is the mechanism of action of vigabatrin. What is the action of gabapentin? In the diagram you can see they increase the release of GABA. What is the mechanism of action of tegayabine? In the diagram you can see they block GABA transporter. So by blocking the GABA transporter, they inhibit GABA reuptake. GABA is not reuptaken, so GABA remains in synapse for prolonged time. So GABA activity is increased. This is the mechanism of action of VGT, vigabatrin, gabapentin, and tegayabine. Inhibition of T-type calcium current is shown by ethosuximide. We already discussed valproate and zonisamide. Okay. Fourth mechanism of action is inhibition of excitatory glutamatergic synapse. It is shown by phenobarbital, which is a barbiturate type. We already discussed phenytoin and lamotrizine. They also act through this mechanism. Topiramate, valproate, levetiracetam, and lacosamide. They also act upon through this mechanism of action. There is some unique thing about levetiracetam anti-epileptic drug. You can see levetiracetam, it binds selectively to synaptic vesicular protein. You can see in this diagram, in the glutamate neuron, there is a synaptic vesicle in which glutamate is stored. This glutamate is bound to one protein. The name of the protein is synaptic vesicular protein SV2A, which keep bind the glutamate. And this levetiracetam, it alter each this unbind this protein to glutamate. Protein is detached from glutamate, so glutamate is released from the synaptic vesicle. So so sorry, levetiracetam, it binds selectively to a synaptic vesicle protein SV2A, and this may alter release of glutamate and GABA across the synapse. One additional mechanism of action of levetiracetam is it inhibits N-type calcium channel, which may affect intracellular calcium release. So this is all about the mechanism of action of anti-epileptic drug, which makes the classification of anti-epileptic drug more easy and less cumbersome. You can skip the chemical classification of anti-epileptic drug that have been described in your textbook in the first go. Later on you can memorize it. Now we will touch upon phenytoin, carbimazepine and valproate in the old anti-epileptic drug, and in the newer anti-epileptic drug we will discuss lamotrigine, levetiracetam and other anti-epileptic drug. In the old anti-epileptic drug, we will touch upon phenytoin, carbimazepine and valproate. Phenytoin. Phenytoin mechanism of action we have discussed. They cause prolongation of sodium channel inactivation. Apart from that, it act upon glutamatergic synapse also. They inhibit the glutamatergic synapse activity. There are some peculiar features of pharmacokinetics of phenytoin. Keep remember three peculiar features. Three peculiar features of pharmacokinetics of phenytoin we have already discussed in pharmacokinetic in general pharmacology. First one is it is a potent inducer of microsomal enzyme, especially CYP3A4 enzyme. It is a inducer, microsomal enzyme inducer of CYP3A4. And this CYP3A4 microsomal enzyme is responsible for metabolism of more than 50% of the drug we are using. So it is an inducer of CYP3A4, so it makes the drug-drug interaction more common if the patient is taking other drug along with phenytoin. So it makes the phenytoin riskier drug. Second peculiar property of pharmacokinetics of phenytoin is high plasma protein binding. 80 to 90% of plasma protein binding is seen in case of phenytoin. So when other drugs are taken by the patient along with phenytoin, other drugs may displace phenytoin from its plasma protein binding site. So phenytoin is released from the plasma proteins, so more active concentration of phenytoin are released in blood